Hi everyone, welcome to Springtide Readings. I'm Christina, I'm going to be your host. I've taken some extra time to smudge, ring bells. I've done any and all energy clearing techniques that I know so that we can hopefully step away from what we've been talking about over the last couple of days. So I think that's it, except to say thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all your support. You guys blow me away. Thank you so much. Thank you. So let's get into this. And fingers crossed we talk about something a bit more, I don't know, normal or something. I don't know. Not that we talk about normal stuff, but you know what I mean. I think I'm gonna start with these. Tiny little cards these are. Alright. Got Hope. That's a nice card. Oh. A rich gentleman. Military personnel. A journey. High honor. A main female. And a false person. Actually, I'm going to put these back. Although that is interesting. And I'm going to start with these guys. Let's push the boat out and ask a normal, normal seems to be my word for the day here. Now, I do believe that readings are timeless. You stumble across them when you're darn good and ready to do so. When it's advantageous to you, when it's going to benefit you the most. That's when you find the readings that you need to watch. However, let's ask the team what we need to know, because April's coming up. It's right on our doorstep, if you can believe it. And let's ask them what we need to know about April. What kind of heads up do we need for April? Heads up for April. What do we need to know for April? It's going to be cold still here in the UK then. Good justice. That's nice. That's pretty cool as well. Somebody back there just said about getting answers. Slow and steady. I'll put him back because he didn't actually pop out, but slow and steady. Some celebrations. What do we need to know about April? Now, I've told this story before, and this is a good example of why time and asking Spirit to come down to our level when it comes to time and dates. I had a new guide come in, or a new team member come in last year. And was it last year or year before last? I think it was year before last, actually. And I've told this story before, but it is a good example. And I didn't actually elaborate. But anyway, and he said, you're going to be so ill in August that you were going to wish for death. You were going to wish that you were dead. And I thought, geez, first of all, that's really cheery. That's cheery news, isn't it? But then, August rolled around, and I thought, yeah, actually, I wasn't ill. So I didn't think anything of it. September rolled around, and I got pancreatitis. And I got shoved into a hospital ward that kept trying to tell me that I'd hurt my back when it was pancreatitis. They could have killed me. And as I'm laying there in this ward, I'm thinking, how can I get to the roof? Because I need to throw myself off this roof. And I have never in my life thought things like that. I mean, being that ill. He was absolutely spot on. And, at that moment I thought, oh yeah, he was a month out though. Okay. And actually for Spirit, that's not bad. That's not bad. They have no real sense of time. They really try, because, they were of flesh and blood, but where they are, it just doesn't take the way it does with us. So, that's just a However, we're going to still go for April here. So, but it might be April. It may be May. It may be later than that. It may be next April. I don't know. But, you know, you never know. You know, they could get it right, because they do get it right sometimes as far as time goes. So, out in the cold. They said that's where you've been. You've been out in the cold. You've been left out in the cold. But justice is on its way. And it's going to come in the form of monetary. They're going to give you something for this whatever this screw up was, or whatever this thing was. And there is celebration there, which is cool. Let's keep going and clarify this April reading. Oh. Clarify this April reading. Oh, geez. Nice. Let me clarify this April reading. Love you guys. April reading. Okay. So I'm seeing this Seven of Cups as options. Not, I mean, it can be read, I think it can be read like fantasy as well, but to me that looks like you've got options, and you can dream big, somebody just said. You know, you want a dragon in a cup, then, you know, go out and buy a dragon in a cup. There's a little dragon in the cup there. Yeah, so dream big. You know, you've got, you're going to have options here. It's justice looks like a pretty major thing, and to me, I feel that you've been in this cold place for a long time. This is a long running thing here. Long running cold. Yeah, caught up and caught out. Sun moment coming though, so that's nice. Right up underneath the Justice card. You got the Star. And again, the Star can have, every card can have lots of different meanings, but I'm seeing a lot of healing here. There's a lot of that to me is healing. You know, she's pouring the healing water in, and you know, it's all divinely guided, and you know this sun moment is going to bring in this healing. And this is a major healing, they just said. This is something that you've needed for a long time. Not even just wanted, you've needed it. You've needed it for survival, they said. Mm-hmm. You know, and the Queen of Cups is a healer. She's warm, compassionate. You know, I think that, you know, geez, you know, stark difference between being left out in the cold there. I mean, that's not a happy bunny there. And not a happy bunny there. All cold and crippled, and you know, but healing's coming. Healing is absolutely coming. Oh, please let it be in April. That would be wonderful. I mean, you know, you can't beat that. This is beautiful. This is absolutely stunning. And this is this is victory. This is a victory. And I really feel that this is something that has been going on for a long time. This and beyond, you know, back behind this being left out in the cold. Hopefully you can see those. I know they're not straight. Sorry. I'm one of those bohemian Virgos. There. You know, this being left out in the cold and beyond has been going on for a long time. You know, so this justice is going to mean an awful lot. Let's clarify. Healing is self-explanatory. Thank you for that, whoever said that. Let's clarify this justice. Clarify this justice. What is this justice for? Something you've manifested. This justice is definitely something that you've manifested. It's something that you've put your energy into. It was important, and let's. How did you get out in the cold in the first place? What is it that left you out in the cold? What is it that left you out in the cold? I would guess, I'm not guessing actually, it looks legal. It looks like a legal issue here. It looks like something, a legal issue. You know, there's a bad attorney. maybe. Yeah, I'm going to go out on the limb and say it was a bad attorney that really screwed up here and left you out in the cold. I mean, what does this person care if they go back to their warm home and the rest of it? But something's not... I think this attorney was not... he's not very good, this attorney. He or she. It's... They left you out in the cold. And they didn't care. And in fact, for some of you, this attorney actually wanted to leave you out in the cold. You rubbed them the wrong way. You definitely brought out the negative personality traits because you demanded that they do their job. Ooh, uh-oh. Geez, don't ask for the obvious there. So it's a legal issue. This was a legal issue gone wrong. It was a legal issue gone awry. But the justice is coming. Justice is coming. Let's keep going. And clarify this. And clarify this Six of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Oh, come on, you want to do it. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Thank you. Thievery. It's underhanded. Clarify these. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Clarify this Five of Swords and this Six of Pentacles, please. Yeah, somebody being a miser. Never mind the cards, you guys. Team, could you just tell me what these mean? I'm going to cheat here. Cards become too complicated sometimes. Can you clarify that, please? Somebody wanted to take what was rightfully yours. Somebody blindsided you. They made promises that they couldn't keep. Your expectations were high and theirs were low. They did a number on you. They took tithings, they said. So they took something they thought that was theirs even though it belonged to you. Yeah, this is definitely monetary, but with something else wrapped around it. Maybe whatever this is, the team said whatever this is, it came at a cost. It came at a very high price. Is this health related? Yeah, well. Okay. Well, let's just keep going because I'm wanting to know about this. Can you clarify these with the cards as well, because yeah, Judgment. Judgment, and that Fool card keeps coming out as well. This is an incident. This is something that... This is something that really, really changed your life. I feel that there was this... Yeah, I feel that this group was very judgmental about you. They really didn't want to see you find justice. They didn't want to see you move forward. Ego. Again, there's an ego problem here. Look at this guy. He really does think that he's not going to get caught. He thinks that nobody's watching. He thinks, well, screw it. I'm going to grab these swords and I'm off. And nobody's going to know the wiser. But he's already caught. This person is already caught. He, she, whatever, is already caught. They were caught a long time ago. But you didn't see the positive side of this. Sorry, we're just picking it apart. It takes time sometimes. I mean, you see how I said over here that you rubbed this person the wrong way, that they didn't want to see you succeed. They didn't want to see you succeed in their case, which, you know, as a solicitor or a lawyer or an attorney or whatever, seems a bit weird to me, but there you go. Again, ego. They thought they had sussed you out when they didn't have a clue who you were. Assumptions. And I think this goes into the same line as this. This is somebody that you rubbed the wrong way, that they didn't really dig what you had to say. They didn't dig your personality. But you were good. That's the thing. You were really, really, you were integral. You had integrity. You didn't stoop to their levels, no matter what these people had done. And they downright stole. They stole something that was rightfully yours. I kind of feel that... Well, let's keep going, actually. Let's keep going and see what they say. And clarify this whole reading for me. Yeah, see, you're the high priestess. Exactly. You're the high priestess, and they just did not dig that. They did not... They didn't... This, you know, this... It made them feel like that. It made them feel all grumpy and, you know, you're trying to use your divine gifts and say, you know, look here, let's do this. Let's find justice or let's do the job. And they were like, no, I don't want you to win. I don't want you to have anything. Somebody was watching. Somebody was definitely watching. Yeah, I mean, you know, all this stuff, the thing is, all this stuff is on record somewhere. So, yeah, okay. You know, you were honest. You were honest. You were perceptive. And that really, really ticked them off. They really did not like that about you. That you were perceptive. You could see past their crap. I'm really feeling this is a legal thing here. This is a past legal situation. But I think that yeah, I don't know why they're bringing this up. I mean, geez, you've lost a lot of sleep over this with the competition and the need to I feel you had to defend yourself at every turn. You had to defend yourself. But now things are on the move. Things are changing. And this could have happened years ago. The immaturity of these people, you know, these are supposed to be professionals here. And they're all, what are you, like 12? Stop throwing temper tantrums. Yeah, you did a number on them. Can you clarify this whole reading for me, please? Yeah, you did a number on them. I meant to be. I knew that card was going to come out. Yeah. They made you compete. They made you feel like you had to defend yourself when really you shouldn't have. You know, what on earth would you have to defend yourself for? You weren't in the wrong with all this. Whatever this case may be. They thought you did this for money. They thought that the only reason that you went to court or brought this case to their attention to begin with is because you were after money. That, you know, that you were selfish and, yeah, that you were just after money. I'm thinking this is compensation of some description. Maybe you got hurt in a car accident. Maybe you got hurt somewhere. You know, you slip and fall. And they thought that you were BSing it because you wanted money. But actually, that's not the case at all. And you've been left out in the cold all this time to deal with all this yourself because, you know, they haven't stepped in. They haven't stepped in and they haven't stepped up. It's really, they thought that they were going to get away with it. They stole from you because this money or this compensation actually did belong to you. You were hurt. You were telling the truth. And there's the truth. There's the truth. There's the truth. And they were backstabbing. And not only that, but they caused you more pain physically than you needed to be in. They didn't need to go down that road. I mean, geez Louise, really? But, you know, this is coming. This is coming. This healing is coming. And I think you will celebrate. I think you are going to be very relieved when this thing is put to bed. I think it's been going on for a long time. Long time. Let's clarify this whole reading. Have patience. Have patience. This thing will be put to rest. Situation will die. Finally, you know, this has been a long time coming. Ooh, split the deck. Yes, nice. Very nice. Ten of Cups there. And you know why? Because you see, this was all meant to be. This is here to teach you a lesson. This was here to... Yeah, see, I can't say that, you guys. It's not politically correct for me to say that, so... yeah, well. Okay, I'm just going to say it. So, please excuse the outdated, not woke thing. I don't even know what that is, really. They said this was meant to make a man out of you. And they did say it with humor. You know, they did, you know, it's not, they weren't saying it as serious, so don't cool your tatas. This was meant to make you strong. It was meant to make you stand up and stand out. You know, I think perhaps before this had happened, you were a bit meek. You were a bit meek. You know, you wouldn't say boo to a goose. One of my favorite British sayings. You wouldn't say boo to a goose. You wouldn't, there was no confrontation that you just didn't, you know, you were pretty in the shadows. And that probably comes from trauma from growing up and, you know, various other reasons, but this is coming. This justice is coming. And it is something that you have put a lot of energy into. Let me clarify all this. Which deck do you want? Really? Okay. Okay. You said third. I'm going to assume that, I mean, now whether if it's third from the right or third from the left, it's still this deck. All right. Let's clarify this whole reading. Not with all those, though. Oh, let's have a look. Yeah, theft. A meeting. Now, anyway, clarify this whole reading for me, please. Yeah, receiving a gift. Going home. This goes into that Ten of Cups. Yeah, see, you've put a lot of thought into this. You've put a lot of energy into this. You've gone through grief and adversity. My God, you've gone through a lot of grief because you knew what was right. They knew what was right. They knew that what they were doing was wrong, but they figured because A, you were meek, you wouldn't confront, and B, you were not in a position of you were in a vulnerable position. Okay, you weren't in a position where you could stand up and throw a lot of money at this to find your justice, which, you know, is just a ridiculous, horrible thing. They knew you were in a position where you couldn't fight back. But that's about to change because you're gaining a lot of money. A lot of money. And I mean, I think a lot of money is what we're talking here. And these false people who pretended like they were high honor, they're going away. They will never, ever, ever be in your life again. They will never bother you again. Yeah, court. If it, oh well, okay. The 2 court cards there. I suspect this is probably going to have to go to court. Now, maybe you have to. I think, yeah. I think it's going to still. I think this is still going to be a bit of a journey. I think you're still. I don't think you're there yet. Well, you're obviously not there yet, but I think you've got more trials and tribulations to go. It's yeah, a long journey. Yeah, not just a journey, but a long journey. But you're going to fight these false people who pretend to be high honor. And at the end of all this, there's healing. There is a lot of healing here. A lot of healing. And that's the truth. And it's a new beginning. I'm going to grab these. I like these as a sister card to those. What is that? What song is that? I actually had to look that up. So, it's Suzanne Vega from 1987. Good Lord, have mercy. Where in the world did they get that one? God, they do dig through the archives, I tell you. They go down in the vaults to find this old dusty music. Yeah. Tom's Cafe. There you go, Tom's Cafe. What strikes me about this song, and I've just read the lyrics, what strikes me about this song is that, she goes into, it's pouring down with rain, she goes in, she has a cup of coffee, but he only gives her half a cup of coffee because he notices somebody else. He's like, oh, hello, and they're kissing their hellos. Well, this woman was stuck with half a cup of coffee that she has to fluff up with some milk. Strange choice, but I kind of see what they're saying here. That whoever these people were that you were working with, especially this person here, this attorney here. This is an attorney. A bad one. A bad attorney. That this person would, yeah, they'd give you half a cup of coffee until they got distracted by somebody else who, they like people who didn't like you. They liked people that, they could go over to this group over here and say, gosh, she's a thorn in my side, or he's a thorn in my side. When actually, that's not really the truth. The truth of the matter is, you expected this person to do a good job and to fill your cup of coffee to the top, as that was their job. But they didn't. They got distracted by something shiny over here. So, you were left out in the cold. I know I keep saying that, but, that is what this is. They left you out in the cold. When all they had to do was do their job. Stop getting all personal about it. And clarify this whole reading for me, please. Or, let's ask a question. What do we need to know? Funnily enough, every time I shuffle, that mature woman card comes out. This mature woman who's been left in despair. And see, yeah, weird. Okay. We've got this, let me move my coffee. Well, actually it's tea, but it's a coffee cup. So we've got this mature woman. Can you see that? Yeah, we can. Who's in despair. And you've put these people in a level of concern because they see you as a loose cannon. They see you as someone who wants to win at all costs, but that's not you, it's them. It's a projection thing. That's just ridiculous. You worked really, really hard throughout this case this is a legal case. This is what I'm saying. You worked really hard throughout this legal case, and you expected justice to come in the form of this money, this compensation for this pain and suffering that you have been through. And I'm not talking like, this is genuine pain and suffering. This is genuine. You definitely were hurt. You were definitely, hurt in some way. But instead, they left you in a prison. They left you in a prison. However, this male or female, it doesn't really matter. This female, this gift is coming. And it's coming through the court system. And change will come with this great fortune. And you'll be able to find high honor. Just like you thought that the whole system should have run like that before. Until you met the thief. Who were wealthy. That's the thing. These people have money. You didn't. That's the kicker right there. Is that their occupation made sure that they were very well taken care of. But they were false. They were false when they should have been official people. And you should have had your wealth. But you see, they were part of a community. They're part of a community that protects one another. But this is the death of the situation. I think that you're probably going to get a message about this. Other than that, this message. Could you tell me how this is going to play out? How are they going to find this justice? Is the justice going to find them, or is it something that they need to do? Is it something that the collective needed to do? No, it's not something that you need to do. The team said the universe told you that they were going to take care of this. And you believed it. Quite rightly, actually. The universe isn't going to lie to you. They have no reason to do that. Wants to be you. I think after all this is going to legal advice. It's actually they're going to overcompensate you for what's gone down. They're going to give you more compensation than they would have originally because of this major F up. Patience. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's really what I keep saying is that you just have to have legal issues. These fakers. Well, actually, that covers it. These fakers are they're gonna have to answer for what they've done. And as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I can see, you are squeaky clean when it comes to this. You've not done anything wrong. You haven't. The only thing that you did wrong in the eyes of these people is that you stood up for yourself, that you had strength of character, that you had high honor and integrity. Isn't it weird how people don't like that? How people really get offended by someone with integrity. And it's what you're doing there is showing them what they could probably never achieve. Although it's not that difficult, really. It's not that difficult to do the right thing. But these people wanted to win at all costs, and they had the money to put into it. I think really the only thing you can do is wait. You're patient. Like the team said, the universe said that they would sort it out. Is there anything else you want the collective to know about this? That you can't hurry it. You can't hurry love. No, you'll just have to wait. They sang. They're a musical bunch back there. You just have to wait. So that's okay. I mean, at least it's coming. You know, at least it's coming. For then those of you who know this is your reading, you will know this is your reading. You will know that the universe told you that you had to wait, that you had to go through all this to get to the other side. You had to go through all this so that you could, where is it? Get to that. You know. So you can go home. Really go home. Right. Okay. I think that's pretty, that's a beautiful reading, actually. You know, this is truth and justice prevailing. As it well should, really. Okay, you guys. I love you. Love you, love you, love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for all your patience with the readings that I've been putting out in the last couple of days. And, yeah, I love you to pieces. Thank you so much. Oh, and take care and be safe out there, because, you know, it's a jungle out there. All right? You guys be careful. Be safe. Protect yourself. Stop rubbing people the wrong way from being just a good person. You know, how dare you? I'm kidding. I'm joking. Can't see my little face, but I'm joking. I love you guys. Like, subscribe, whatever you can spare, whatever kindness you can spare on that level. I'm very grateful. I'll stop waffling. Bye.